For those who have been keeping up with my DIY camper series, I appreciate it. I thank you. I hope you've learned as much as I have, and I have learned a lot. As I was mentioning in the very beginning, this camper is supposed to be able to be torn all the way down to being just a 3-wall or even a flatbed trailer. And I have kept true to that. And once you see part of this, you'll understand that. These walls here are fastened to the trailer and they fold up. If you took a look at my video about how it sets up, you would see how everything sets up into the basics of being a camper. Well, the thing is, what if you're going to travel a little bit, not much away from home, you'll be home at night, but you want to go see a museum or something that's in your town and it's big, or it's out of town and it's a little bit of travel, and one of the biggest things you're thinking about is food, water, relaxing, and stuff like that. How do you do that? Well, the thing is, what you do is you take this thing, and this is our kitchenette. That's what I call it, the kitchenette. I have already shown you and explained on the one that talked about the kitchen final, and you can actually type that in and it'll show that video, kitchen final or camper kitchen final, and it will show you how the kitchen has taken place in the camper. It will always be in that condition unless we decide to go take the kitchen down to the lake because it's just too pretty to cook inside. Everything is set up to where it can either be done inside or outside, but I don't want to be stopped by rain, wind, or anything. If it's too windy outside, bring it in. The setup is perfect. On this wall right here, this wall folds up to the ceiling whenever the whole system comes down. The thing is, this wall folds down and then back up to produce the extension for other stuff. Well, what if I don't want to use that other stuff right now? What if the only thing I want to use this thing for is the kitchenette? If that's so, then stop right where you're at. Leave that wall right where it is at. You can do that. In this setup, you have the dry goods center for the kitchen. Right here, it looks a little bit messy, only because the video was taken before I had the chance to actually put the whole thing together, but it is together. It's up on the ceiling. The world looks good. You have a shelf to the side, and the kitchen is over here to the right side. And you'll need to watch the kitchen final to be able to see what goes on over there. But over on this side, all you have to do is stand in front of the kitchen and then turn it completely around. Well, not completely, a 180. When you do a 180, this is what you'll see. 2 good chairs, a front door, and of course that. And I don't know if you got a chance to see it, but here's an extension cord that goes across the ceiling and goes to a fan. Let's get over to that. We're going to stop right there a second and show you something I wasn't thinking about. Right there, here is the bag that is actually fastened to our front door that has the first aid kit. One of the things I am big about on stuff like that is having things at the ready, available, and all that other noise, and you shouldn't have to look for them. Our first aid kit actually hangs off the front door. You have a vent window here and a vent window across from it. You have 2 good-sized chairs, and if you remember on the kitchen update, it told you about this is where the TV goes. It is a big screen TV, and when you sit back here, you can sit here and watch a movie. We do have the ability to take our internet modem with us. That way we can watch YouTube or anything else from that TV. Now, what this is for is if you decide to go to that museum or to, let's just say, Bass Pro or something like that. If you decide to go to one of those places and you're thinking, what am I going to do about food? What am I going to do about water? What am I going to do about a bathroom? You know, sometimes their bathrooms are full and you're just going to have to wait. Not here. Everything is in here. Your fridge is stocked up because you stocked it before you left. Your dry goods is stocked up because you stocked it before you left. And when you get to the site, what you generally do is you drive into the site, to the back end, set this whole thing back up. I drive around the front, drop her off, come to the back, and my bicycle, which I've shown you about a bicycle that I use on this stuff, my bicycle is hanging off the back of the truck. I simply unhang it, put the battery in it, and ride that thing up to the front. The truck and this stays up and stays at the back. That way, nobody will fool with it. When we are ready to come out and have lunch, I go to the back, I hang the bicycle off of the hook that's on the back of the truck, drive the truck around, pick her up, and take her around back. This is already set up and ready to go. All we have to do is sit there and enjoy, and if we brought the TV with us, watch a little TV while we're having lunch. How cool is that? That is what this is about. The kitchenette, which carries the chairs, the fan, the TV if needed, the full-blown kitchen, the bathroom if needed. It's all there. This is the finish out tour of the backside of this thing. And that is the setup. To see what these other baskets are for and things like that, make sure and watch all the videos. They will, every one of them will say final when you start pulling it up. Say camper final, and you'll get these videos because that's how they'll be labeled. I would prefer that you watch all of them to understand all of them, but they are real nice. Now, one thing I am going to do right quick, which I didn't do and should have, is right here, the kitchen, that one the deal that shows the dry goods just hanging. Well, they're not. They're actually up, because that's them right there. They're actually up on their own post and everything is good and clean, and there's your chairs. That is a better and completed view of it. So this right here is a way to be able to get out and not be cramped in style. We have 3 fans out there and we have a cooling unit, so it is definitely a comfortable place to be. I will hope to see you in the next video. Talk to you later.